lot of lately. It's the Steve against Spargo's Cloud. But you know how this usually goes for Sila. Spargo is probably the single best player in the world when it comes to fighting Steve, especially when he's rocking that Cloud Strife.
Absolutely, rocking up that hashtag face up shirt, rocking up that Cloud Strife. And if there's something that would stop Spargo here today, it's not going to be a Steve. He doesn't want Steve to be it. He doesn't want it. We saw it happen on S Factor a couple of months ago. Oh, that was just a couple. Well, it has been already some months, huh? But anyway, we're loading up into this first game, going up on Smashville or maybe Town. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen these maps. Usually, it's Pokemon
Town, yeah.
Stadium 2. So, yep. Let's see how both of these players do. Rigby is starting with the wood. But at the same time, Spargo's not going to let himself or Rigby in this point get anything more than stone on this matchup.
I think the name of the game against Steve is to not let him set up, not let him be too comfortable. We also know that Steve has a lot of options that seem to be very wacky at times, but still, Spargo, he's a master of trying to just end the Steve as quickly as possible, the flight all the way there with the pattern so that Spargo couldn't land. But oh my god, just like that, Priscilla, just like that. We're kicking things up and take that forward smash. Your shield is gone, your stock is gone, and Spargo, he's just going to be dominating this set, isn't he?
I mean, already putting up a statement, making sure, like I said, not getting and not pulling through. Look at that. The air touch barely on time, but look at that. Rigby trying to stall for time. That downer is not going to be enough, not going to connect the way Spargo wanted, but still, look at that control, look at that aggression. Spargo not allowing any single moment to Rigby even touch the ground. Now that he allows it, it's going to be once again back to square one and not allowing to even remotely think of the possibility of that crafting table. Look at the parry at the side, a tilt, the dash attack that wouldn't connect, but still great parry by Rigby, now trying to gather as much materials as possible. But look at that footstool into a downer. Spargo, look, oh my god, doing absolutely nasty stuff, disrespecting the character.
And that was just the limit blade beam to the face, not even able to get to the ledge before he got caught with that. And you know what's crazy? That Spargo right now is fighting for top 16 in Ultimate, but he also already won Rivals of Ether too. So Spargo, again, a man of many talents, able to use, oh, that was a great use of the cross slash to get rid of those blocks, be able to make it back, not even after getting hit with that little bit of lava. He's going to be losing that stock. And the stage is even on his side as well, the up B, to make sure that he's back safely. 138 and working for Sila. He's working right now. He wants the 3 stock.
He wants it. He's working for it. 138%. Look at that. He just wants it so bad, but that back air is going to stop that. Rigby said, hold my pork. It's not going to be that way. Not going to allow a 3 stock. 4.2%. Spargo might be able to seal it up, but great awareness by Rigby, now able to bring him up just a little bit. But that up smash, I mean, raw up smash. If you ever feel in trouble, just remember Spargo. Just remember up smash.
And
no
he just
tech,
went
no
for
shield,
it, yeah.
Nothing, just up smash. Yeah, exactly.
He got it, and with that, he got himself game number 1 going to his side. And the thing is that, what do you even do right now if you're Rigby? You know, you're fighting possibly, like I said, the best player in the world against your character. He knows the matchup to a T, and he was able to show that. I think there's something going on right there, whether they can use this stage for the counter pick or not, but at the same time they're smiling. You know, at the end of the day, that's what's most important. We're having fun, we are having a good time, we're feeling that Delfino vibe, because it's, you know, one of these wonderful events that we get from Delfino Raza, and we're getting right back into the action. Now we're going, oh, I guess that's what they were talking about. We have the triplets, but we have it Final Destination style.
We're heading into a triplet, but we final, like you said. And now, well, Rigby starting really strong, but Spargo making sure that Machete gets put up to good use. It's just like that, 77%. Trying to go for that fair to maybe end things quickly. I like what you're doing, Spargo, but just wait a little bit more moment. That sword looking, there's un parote with that big distance between the blocks and Steve. So that actually makes it Steve reachable. But now with the back throw, 66%, 81, setting up the trap, and great recovery right there by Spargo. But the anvil and the card going to disrupt the recovery for a little bit. Spargo knowing how to manage around it. And now, well, this might be looking for a little bit of a upper hand in the side of Rigby. He's starting to set up, but a backer not going to be enough. Spargo bringing up the DI.
Yeah, and this time Rigby doing a lot better than in that first game. Oh, even taking the lead already. Hold that forward smash, and right now he's already at over 100%, but he is looking better now that he has actually found his footing. He's also being able to punish Spargo a lot more, catching some of those landings, not getting caught out by, you mentioned it, the big sword, that machetazo that is constantly a danger to him. But now we have limit again, and there he goes. It's just gonna let him rock. And now that we're back even Stevens, but that means that he is in danger of getting comboed right now, hitting the 80%. But oh my god, using the block for an instant tech and a punish. That's something that you can only see Steve doing.
Look at that. I mean, just Spargo looking a great parry, but still, wanted to get that charge down smash. Unfortunately, won't be the case. Not a lot of materials to work with. I like what Spargo was doing. Wanted to get up in that platforms that Steve provided, but unfortunately won't be the case. And now
no, just like that.
Yeah, exactly. With a swift up tilt to upper, the stocks are leveled, only a 20% difference. And now, well, just oh my god, just how many pairs do you want, Spargo? We can give you a little bit, okay? Okay, Steve. Side tilt. Spargo starting to work with, but at the same time, Rigby not gonna allow Spargo to use that limit break. And now, well, the backer won't connect.
Yeah, he was hunting, and Spargo is not one to shy away from hitting the finishing touches if he ever gets the chance. Right now, using that top platform so that the up B is completely safe, even though he did catch him with it. And I think that the top platform also paid a little bit of a troll for Rigby, representing also Troll Pro, that he was caught right there all the way up and wasn't able to survive after the up air. But now this is looking completely even. All of them, both of them actually, are just going to be at over 100%. And, Spargo won last game just going for the random up smash, and it works. And if it works, it works. But this time, it went the other way. So it's Rigby who's going to be now getting that one game on the board for himself, tying things up. And I'm actually looking over at chat where they were asking if this matchup is actually Cloud favored, or is that because of Spargo? And honestly, I think it's mostly because of Spargo.
Absolutely. I mean, people always tend to forget the Spargo factor, and it's usually one that makes and racks up a lot of difference. Racks up the difference between playing a normal Cloud Strife versus Spargo's Cloud Strife, right? So really big to consider as we are loading into the third game, and we are looking at an even 1-to-1 ratio. So it's going to be tough, not for Rigby, but
no, whoa! What are you doing, my boy?
Never mind. Spargo absolutely disrespecting 0%, 0 to death, and with a style he didn't like what happened last game. He said, "Hold on." Hold your horses, hold your iron, because this is now Spargo's territory, and I'll do it again. My friend.
Okay.
Another one of those Spargo's moment. Spargo popping off. He's not oh my goodness gracious. He is not allowing Rigby to touch him in any single form of capability. Allowing him to farm, and okay, Rigby starting to rack up some damage. Okay, this could be good. This could be great. 0 to 74%, but still, he needs the kill 2 times in a row, but Spargo is not going to allow in limit break. This could be it for the third game. If the Spargo plays his cards correctly, this might be it before we know it.
It's just so funny how that goes. That Spargo wins game 1 super convincingly, then loses the second game, and then starts game 3 with getting a double spike twice, just ending him like that. Rigby trying to answer and trying to do something at least for this game, but look at the aggressive options. That's one of the things that I love the most about Spargo. He makes it look like Cloud actually has good options when recovering, but then you try to do it yourself. I kind of suck at the game, so that's just a big factor as well. But you try to do the things that Spargo does, and it's just really difficult right now. Again, holding that limit, looking for a way to end this game. He's going to get grabbed again and catapulted all the way into the sky, but still looking very comfortable. 2 fresh stocks, and Rigby already looking to be on his last foot for this game. And there it is. Priscilla, the dash attack, and Spargo once again putting himself ahead on that scoreboard.
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes it becomes a, oh my god, the eye roll. So sassy, I must say. So sassy. Spargo, oh my god.
He's angry that he lost that one game. That shouldn't have happened in his mind.
Yeah, I mean, just you know how you are basically going up against primetime Spargo when he just like shows up with those expressions, the way he plays, or even like 10 times more aggressively, doesn't let a single mistake go through. And that's how basically Spargo is like has stopped playing around. Like he has like fully locked in, and well, this 4th map could be the very last for Rigby in this winner's bracket. But at the same time, well, he has already taken 1 game from Spargo, so the tables could turn at any moment.
That's the thing. At the end of the day, he's still playing Steve, but it just happens that Spargo is really good at the matchup, and he proved to himself that it is doable if he can have another game like that second one. This time, the counter pick is again Final Destination, but not platforms this time. So that worked for him when there were the platforms to play with, but now it's just the full flat stage, and at least this time he hasn't gotten spiked just yet. I might be cursing him by saying that, but he is going to receive the backer. Not quite a spike, but that swing is still going to send you all the way to the blast zone. So Spargo again off to a strong start, while Rigby is able to get him off the stage, putting that cheeky block right there, but another cross slash. That means more damage, and that means that Spargo is going to continue swinging, and there was the spike. He did go for it, but this time not quite being able to land it.
Looking like a really strong game right now once again, but a really different one. Rigby once again. Oh, I thought he was going to throw him to the TNT.
It looked like that, yeah. No.
Oh my god.
What?
All right. If you want to attack Spargo, make sure you don't have a high percentage and he doesn't have the limit break, because you already know that you are going to go through so much pain. Spargo making sure he might have maybe run out of weapons, but not out of options, because this man can use everything when you least expect it, and that down B with the limit is one of those. Rigby already in their last stock. The side B not gonna be quite enough, since well, we're on the other coastline of the stage. Wanted to go for that trump. Fortunately won't be the case. A quick machetazo right in the face, but still Rigby in a lot of trouble. That still it's Spargo moves on to the bracket with a 3-1 in a really strong game. 3 and 4, I must say.
Yeah, no, the first game was pretty dominant, and then somehow Rigby got games. That's what's the most amazing about that set, that somehow Rigby won 1. Because if you look at any of the other games, Spargo was just on fire. Spargo was just all over him, and he hit him with a couple of clips there, double spikes, a finishing touch through a block that somehow made sense, and even then Spargo always able to, just make it back to the stage in ways that you don't expect it. Even tiny little details like there was this one instance in that last game where he upbeat past the ledge and then just slowly faded back a little bit just to dodge whatever Rigby was trying to do. So Spargo just being clinical, already cementing himself in that top 16. So just one more set for him, and he's guaranteed winners top 8. He is the seed number 1 for a reason. But having already seen Spargo, Versila, there's a lot of talent still remaining on this bracket. We have some big names for the people, from the States. We have Mr.